Well, greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back once again for the very first time to the Thoughts and Crap Show, where today, as per usual, it's your host Anjo here with part 24 of Xenogears. PS1 version here on Retro Classics. Hope you guys are all doing well today. And, I think I got it. By Jove, I think he's got it. I was just wiping off the controller. It was, feeling a little grungy. A little bit. Because, yeah. Probably because I just washed my hands. So, like, anything remotely grungy, like, feels disgusting. So anyway, hope you guys are having a great day. Hope your video game controllers are feeling crisp. And I gotta say, yeah, feels better. All right. So, on today's episode, yeah, we headed back. It's kind of funny at that camera angle. Like, you can't see the whites in Faye's eyes anymore. He suddenly looks like a character from like a different like anime, like a different art style. It's like, oh wait, there he is. Oh, you can actually see it from this angle too. But not this angle. Oh, is it because of the hair? Actually, yeah, you can. Now you can, for some reason. Now you can't. Oh, it's because... Yeah, okay. Because if you're coming... No, now you can't. It's weird. Huh. PS1 graphical stuff, man. It was definitely like a product of its time. Obviously, it was 1998, you know? But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. So yeah, from last episode, we were heading back from the cathedral where Margie, I guess, is staying from the sound of it. And Faye had like a weird flashback of him actually painting what was her name? Something Sophia from like 500 years ago? So like, is Faye actually that old? Did he get put into a cryogenic sleep and now he has like, what do they call that? Retrograde something amnesia or whatever? Like, retrograde cryostasis amnesia, or anyway, possibly, you know, because otherwise, like, how, there's no way he could be that old. I mean, there's like Link, right, from like Breath of the Wild, where he's like put into stasis basically for like 100 years and shit. So, you know, it might be something like that, but yeah, Mason is over here, and he was like calling us over, and I was like, hey, don't worry about it, man. We'll talk to you on the next episode. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And I was running low on energy. Honestly, I had low blood sugar on during the last episode. I do apologize about that. And like my voice was starting to like kind of give out a little bit from doing like so many different. It happens when I do like gravelly characters for a long period of time. So like a lot of old characters, or like very gruff sounding characters, or like there's like this pirate voice thing I do sometimes where that just like really wears it down. And yeah, I was also starting to get congested because of it. Because it's just the wear and tear on my larynx. And like, you know what? It sounds really good for this. And I'm hungry anyway. A bowl of spicy ramen. And like, I love ramen so much. Like, you know, with like the onions and the cabbage and the chicken and stuff, and like the spices, and so good. And I was like, you know, I'm gonna make it a little extra spicy, and that'll like clear up like my sinuses and stuff, and will help like coat my throat a little bit. Kind of like how singers like drink like hot, you know, lemon ginger like honey tea, or like lemongrass with honey, or you know, that kind of thing. It's the same kind of vibe. And yeah, it feels a lot better. Still feels a little rough from earlier, but I definitely needed food. As I was eating, I realized I was like, I haven't had anything for like, well, I did have a small snack, but it was like 13 hours since my last meal. So I was like, yeah, I should probably eat some food. But like, it had been like 4, maybe 5 hours since like that snack where it was literally just like a handful of pretzels. Like, yeah, I was just like finishing them up. And yeah, anyway, feeling a lot better now. Cause yeah, at low blood sugar, I was like crashing, and I was like, my voice hurts. Oh my goodness, that was a very satisfying burp. Oh yeah, that feels nice, so nice, yeah, so nice. Anyway, said it before, I'll say it again. The soundtrack for this game, the OST, fucking rules. It is so good. I still can't get over it. The people, Mason, yes. The people of Nissan were most generous to allow us to rent this house. Rent? I signed a lease and shit? Like, what's... I'm assuming... Oh yeah, I went in here earlier, it was just like empty and shit, and I was like, okay, I guess just like an empty house. Okay, cool. But I mean, like, Bart was the royal... He's supposed to be the ruler of the region, and like, people around here know that? Anyway, whatever. So there will be no need to seek lodgings at the inn for a while. Also, Master Sigurd wishes a word with you regarding your next move, if he may. Preferably with Faye, to be a little easier on Dajo, because... Zatan, we love you. Let me just preface this by saying we really like you. A lot. You're a huge help, you're a great character with... Get to the point. You sound a little similar. Alright, so where is Sig? The good Master Sigurd is waiting for you inside. Okay, thanks, Mason. I shall be here to kick solicitors in the scrotums, as I have been instructed. I just realized that'd be a great sign to put, like, not even like a sign like on your door, but like as a welcome mat instead of like, you know, those like kind of traditional looking ones that are just like hard bristles, like almost like straw or whatever, and just says like welcome in the middle. Instead of that, it would say like solicitors will be kicked in the scrotum, so please don't bother. Master Sigurd awaits you inside, sir. Alright. Thanks, Mason. Is it Sigurd? Sigurd? Sigurd. I'm gonna keep saying Sigurd. Against the word. Yeah. It's not the same key. And on the night moves. It's not like it, almost like night moves too, but it's not. Whenever I come here, it always calms my heart. Anyway, young master, I want to work out what our plans are from here. Plans? I want to work out what our plans from here on are. That's a strange way to say it. Alright, but before we do that, there is something I want to ask you. Me? Yeah, aren't they brothers? Didn't they say that at one point? That like Sigurd, Sigourney, and Bart are brothers, and that's why they each wear an eye patch like on the opposite side, because they were doing a thing when they were younger, and like they got like shrapnel or something. Whatever. Yeah. Like, what's with the formalities, bro? No, Satan, you wait over there. If I may, no. Sig, what's up with you and that Gebler officer? What's the connection between you and him? Gebler? Wait, is he talking about Sigurd? Or, Satan? Does he know? Also, he's right fucking there. You know, you sure know a lot about Gebler for some reason. Oh shit, trying to sniff out a rat. Oh wow. Satan definitely looks different from up close. They should do that more often, you know? Alright, I'll tell you. Me and Satan here used to live in Solaris. Solaris? You mean where Gebler's from? That's right. Oh shit. Shit's going down. Better prepare Master's ass-kicking tea. Solaris calls foreigners lambs. They're used as manual labor. Basically, it's slavery, but with extra steps. Slavery? Faye's like, I'm here too, just waiting on my burger. Is that where you met him? For fuck's sake, Faye, eat something. Yes, it was there. We worked for the Solaris government for a short while, but we learned to dislike their methods and escaped the first chance we had. I think that was the main difference between the two. Like, Sigurd, it's just like a little bit more nasally, like higher pitched, I think. You were friends with these people? I met you when I was a kid, and we've been together ever since then. I really could have sworn they said they were brothers. Huh. This would have had to have happened. So this would have had to have happened. That is what it says, even before then. I probably wouldn't have understood this if I had heard it earlier, but why didn't you think I could deal with it? Why didn't you think I could deal with it now? Okay, yeah. Surely you could have told me about this. Especially when you have something to do with the people who are backing that Shikan idiot. Wish you'd told me sooner. There's nothing I can do about that now. But there's one thing I want you to believe. We left Solaris on our own will. On our own will? Yeah, okay. We left Solaris on our own will and for our own reasons. Now they've appeared before us. We can't just sit back and do nothing. If need be, I will give my life to stop them. Yeah, he's loyal, shit. Dude, like, was that ever a question? Alright, I understand. Can you elaborate a little more? I'm just gonna sit down. No animation needed. Where? Fuck. Are you kidding me? I need to ask all these things? Also, is this a new track? I feel like we haven't heard this one yet. Why is it so ominous? Like, at this point, this is just a friendly conversation. What are lambs here? They already explained that. Yeah, who is that man? Like, the rest of these... Okay, why did you leave is a pretty good important question, but alright, why did you leave? So why was it that you wanted to flee from Solaris? I will answer in the form of a flashback. We are placed in key military positions by Ramses. And thanks to that, we came to know the relationship between Solaris and the surface dwellers. The lambs, right? They weren't just using us lambs for slave labor. Wait, you as well? Alright. They also selected some of us, like me, to be used as subjects in experiments to refine their drugs. Drugs that change people's personalities, to make them more aggressive, and to draw out their latent abilities. They were using us as human guinea pigs to test their psychological alteration drugs. Human guinea pigs? Experimenting on humans? What? Yes, for example, drive. This shit got you cranked as fuck. That drug, and all others like it I use now, are byproducts of human experimentation. However, the role of such experimental subjects was not limited to just that. This drive drug is something that anyone in the Solaris army can use? Probably something that anybody can use, but I'm assuming he means they have access to it all the time or whatever. At least anyone in the Gebler forces who is sent to the surface. You're worried about her, huh? Ellie again? Alright. I saw some. In her room. No. Anyway, using slaves as guinea pigs? How low are these guys? Damn. Set on attack. So, yeah, who's Satan then? His name... It's Car... What? Ramses? No, wouldn't he be asking who is Satan? Like that? Are you supposed to ask these in order and then they make sense? Whatever. His name is Karan Ramses. As you know, he's the Gebler commander. Ramses. We call him Ka. In Solaris, there is an officer training school called Jugend. He became the commander after leaving there. He's a low-level citizen, the same as me. However, with his amazing abilities, after graduating, he rose through the ranks with unparalleled speed. That man had one ideal: to achieve a consolidation of all his colleagues. Even land dwellers, if they had talent, were brought into the army. So, you two were picked by Ramses? No, we were not picked by him. We aligned ourselves with him. At that time, we agreed with him. At the time, Ramses was our hope. He had high ideals and wanted to change the system in Solaris. To us test subjects and lower-level citizens, he was truly all that we wished for. Benefactor. Yes, even I, a test subject, was changed by his ideals. Okay, so we just have to ask all the questions. Okay, where is Solaris? What bugs me is this surface dwellers thing. It's as if Solaris is in another location. Oh, no shit. You think, Bart? Really? It's like Solaris is like a place that's not here. And we're here, but Solaris is like different? Does that make sense? Like up in the clouds or something? Yes, well... I will answer in the form of another flashback. Or just panning around the town. Etrenink, the capital of the Solaris Empire, is located in the skies above. Solaris is separated from the land by dimensional distortion fields known as gates. Passing between the two requires special means of transportation, such as an airship. Okay. To get to Avar, we stowed away on a regular flight to the surface. I came much later than Sigurd did, but I also escaped in the same way. Okay, what are lambs? That is the word Solarians use to indicate those who live on Earth. As I said before, such surface dwellers or Earth dwellers are used for manual labor there. Oh, there. Not like they're remotely manipulating everybody that lives... Okay, gotcha. Manual labor can be anything from soldiers to administrative jobs. Solaris gathers its workforce from the land dwellers. Jobs are divided up by who is most suitable. Sometimes people are brainwashed. Brainwashed. When you, young master, were still an infant, I was used as a test subject. There was probably something they valued inside of me. Probably my perfectly pink button. You too, Doc? No. See, I was gifted. I was born in lower city levels. It is not a complete secret. But I guess I am a Solarian. You see, you still need people to run a country. No matter how scientifically advanced you are, you have no support without people. Pure Solarians are rare. They would not even make up a quarter of a vast total population. So they support their country by stealing surface dwellers. Okay, we get it, thank you. I think I get most of it. At least the shit I could think of to ask about. Old Mason. You can just call me Mason, sir. Go reserve the town hall for us. We'll finish talking there. I'm going outside to get some air. Yeah. Faye just walks up and like punches Satan like dead in the face. I should have been honest with him sooner. It is best not to worry about it. You did all you could at the time. The young one will understand. Hey Mason, aka the only cool one in this group. I am sure the young master would never have dreamed of such a tale. I guess you already knew. Well, now that you ask, yes, I did. However, when Sigurd was telling his story, I thought it was best to stay quiet. Please try and help the young master come to terms with all he had just heard. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to start doing this, guys. I need to be able to drink water during these episodes. Like, this is like, oof. Especially for the ones that are dialogue heavy, which these last 3 have been. Like, it's tough doing like all the voices for characters for like a long period of time. Like, I don't usually like drink liquids during recording sessions, but that shit is gonna have to change. Like, yeah, it's gonna have to. So, let me put this down quietly. Oh, that's quiet. That's super quiet. Oh my goodness. What? So it has finally begun. My late father always said, don't miss the greater happiness by being misled by minor sufferings. We already talked about this. Okay. Alright. Yeah. In the meeting hall? This place, right? Am I supposed to find Bart? Oh. A fandom. Ha. Little do you know, I found Waldo 372 times. On the NES version. I had no idea Sega had such a past. Are you still suspicious of Sigurd? Sigurd? Well, I mean, it was just so sudden. Kind of expected to hear something different. Like that we were childhood rivals or something. That's nothing compared to the story you just told us, is it? So hearing his story has you confused because it was not so simple. Why is she still, like... Alright. I guess I just happened to be in her pathfinding, whatever. There was a time when he was cooperating with one of Gebler's generals. Furthermore, behind Gebler was a country that you had never even heard of. Hey, what are you picking on me for? Don't tease me, please don't tease me. No, I'm not picking on you or blaming anything on you. What I am saying is this. If you think about how he feels, you should see why he could not talk about this with you until now. That's not the right kind of till. That's the literal kind of till, like tilling something. Till is apostrophe T-I-L. Or you could just have it say until, which is one more letter. Looking at the activities of Solaris toward other countries up until now, it has never gone beyond simply maintaining their own empire or self-preservation. Why is that in quotes? The fuck? Well, like, quotes within quotes, you know what I mean. And as you have seen, the military power is immense. So, Sigurd was probably thinking ahead. First, he was probably concentrating on taking care of some of the problems here on the continent of Ignis. Once things were settled here, it would give him a stronger foundation. Oh, they do know how to use commas. Okay. Alright. Cool. They're like, hey guys, did you know we can use commas? What? It would give him a stronger foundation to deal with Solaris later, which is a much better plan than rushing straight into a war he knew we could not win. Quite logical, really. Yeah, well, fuck logic. Sounds like... which is kind of funny in a video game, which, yeah, video game coding is all based on logic. Sounds like you understand one another pretty well. Well, what was that thing again? It's like they use a comma later. Alright. Well, it is not like we are newly acquainted, is it? And we had talked about a lot of things up until we decided to escape from Solaris. Speaking of that, why did you leave? Even though I already asked you. That Ramses guy was supposed to be a star of hope or something, wasn't he? Yes, I certainly thought so at first. Then I realized his way of thinking really was not that much of a change from the previous system. Basically, the only difference was whether they stressed people's rank and class, or their skill. The words had changed, but it was still... There we go, they remembered how to use commas. But it was still no different from what Solaris itself had been doing until then. Alright. He had no intentions of bringing everyone a better way of life. In other words, he's an elitist. I don't think I like him much either. Sarcasm. So, Satan, do you think I can beat Gebler? Why? Are you planning on fighting them? Are you being coy, Satan? Are you an expensive little colorful fish swimming around in a pond? Like, you know the answer to this freaking question. Like, I mean, right? Yeah, no, he does. He talked to Mason about, like, Mason's plan and shit, and yeah, he didn't divulge, like, all of the details, but he told him the gist of it, and in that, whatever. Maybe he just wants to hear Bart's resolve on the matter, I guess? I don't think Satan has ever asked Bart, so as long as they're working with Shakan, there's no way around it. The way things are going, I'm sure we'll have to fight them sooner or later. I suppose so, but even if we were to defeat the Gebler forces here, there's still Solaris to deal with. And that is a completely unnecessary comma. Who the fuck? Who double-checked this? There is still Solaris, comma, to deal with? There should not be a comma there under any formatting. No. Definitely no comma. If we are not careful... Wow, suddenly he's like really into commas. Alright. If we are not careful, it is possible we may get involved in a longer war than that with Shakan. Do you not agree that continuing the way we have been going is rather hard on everyone? I think it is time we try to get help from a greater number of people. So, defeating Shakan's not going to get rid of the likes of Gebler. I know what you're trying to say. To vanquish Gebler, first gain thy throne, right? Thy? What? Why with the Old English all of a sudden? You could put it that way. Although that's an unnecessary way to, like, what do you mean you could put it that way? Alright, whatever. But then again, maybe it is time that I did something about that. Okay, so what the fuck are we doing? Going back to Mason? Talking to him? What the fuck? So you're gonna make your move, eh, Bartholomew? You gonna make your move, eh? What kind of move, eh, will it be? If they were gonna write it like that, it should have been make your move, comma, a, Bartholomew. Like, whatever. But somehow, comma, I don't think that man's just going to stand by and let you do as you please, though. Terribly worded. That man? Me and Shikan. Didn't we already talk about this? We did already talk about this. Why are you in front of the door? Why are you in front of the door? We already had this conversation. He just happened to be in front of the door? Are you fucking serious? Wait, Mason's not in here. Oh, right. He said... Right, we did say something about going to the meeting hall or something? Yeah, over here, right? Oh, there's Mason. And okay, we're good. I went to the tool shop to borrow a table. The owner said if we need anything for the young master, just ask for it. I'm grateful. When I was a kid, I borrowed stuff from there and got in big trouble. Borrowed? What did you take? I'm assuming you mean steal. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Toy boat. Toy boat. I think that's what it was. Put fireworks in it and let it float in the cathedral's lake. I always used to play Navy. That was my way of saying blowing shit up on the water. I'm not sure, but I think I pretended the lake was the open sea. Probably. And I was the fleet commander. Anyway, forget those old stories. We should get started. Let's get it started. Oh, this music again. First, Gebler's the big problem. Yes, Ramses is heading toward achieving his goals. That he is now the commander of Gebler is that's again poorly worded. That he is now the commander of Gebler is proof of that. A normal man could not progress so quickly through the country's organization. And now he is presently located here in Ignis. Frankly, the situation is not very favorable. We need to somehow find a weak spot and attack it with all our might. First, let's just concentrate on Shikan. Once he's out of the way and Ava is safe again, we can think about how to deal with Gebler. With our present strength, we should be able to hold off the Royal Guard forces. The problem is how to deal with Gebler in the meantime. They will most likely move at Shikan's request. They're not just gonna sit by and watch quietly. May I have a look here? There? Here, there. May I have a look there, please? Yeah. In short, we want Gebler to live for a while. To leave for a while. Wow, those are two very different things. At least until we are able to take back the royal capital, Ledvig. That's kind of cool. Oh, fuck yeah, Tetris. These are the Gebler units currently in Ava, correct? The Western Guards. The Royal Capital Defense Force. and units along the front line at the border with Kislev. There are 3 main groups. Each is made up of a mix of Gebler and Avar forces. Only 2 of these are very large. These 2. The Royal Capital's defense units and the Kislev border units. The Western Guard along Nisan's border are very little more than a surveillance team. In order to recapture the Royal Capital, it will be necessary to draw these defense units away from Bledvik. You have some Kislev-made gears, correct? Yeah, we captured some earlier. What if we use those gears to make a raid on the Western Guards, here at the border with Nisan? I see. We'll draw them out by making it look like Kislev is invading Avar. But the problem is, will attacking the border guards be enough to set the center in motion? To be sure then, Nisan will just have to appear to align with Kislev. If they see it that way, they will certainly make a move. You're saying that you intend to use Nisan as bait? Doc, where the fuck is my burger? I'm not making your burger, Faye. Shit. Shakan is very sensitive to Nisan's and Kislev's actions. If Nisan starts moving, he will probably leave it up to Gebler, but... Of course, I do not wish to do that from the beginning, but looking at the situation, you have to be willing to go that far. Yeah. First, we infiltrate into the capital. You don't need the into. We infiltrate the capital. Whatever. To take out Shakan, we'll have to meet up with our agents already in the city. You're forgetting one thing. Frontline units along Kislev's border. Ugh. The main strength of Avar's fleet is the battleship Kefenzel. It's been in service since the reign of the last king. Because of its firepower, the whole unit is nicknamed the Invincible Fleet. I recall yesterday's intelligence report said that the ship is near the border. Damn, puts everything in jeopardy. Shitty situations for 1,000. That is incorrect. Do not feel so down. I simply wanted you to see the current distribution of force in the area. Even in the worst case that they do come. We don't want that. We want them to be edging as long as possible. It will not be such a great problem. What do you mean? I have some additional information about Avar's border fleet. Former Avar Supreme Commander was transferred there. Not really transferred, more like demoted. His name is Vandercom. Oh, this fucking guy. Dude. Yes. I hope that chick didn't have to get married to him. She really didn't want to. Vandercom. You don't mean the Vandercom that was in Jugend. The very same. Young one. He has not been able to adapt. Why does he keep saying young one when he means Bart? Whatever. He has not been able to adapt to the change in tactics, particularly following the introduction of gears. He is a man who will never stray from his dependence on large naval guns. You mean he's stubborn? He's all size and no real military power. An excellent target for pirates. Young master, this is not going to be an act of piracy. Just kidding. Jeez. Actually, the number of gears... The number of gears assigned to the fleet seems to have been reduced. Even with that, how gallant of him to be so self-righteous. Is he that much of a musclehead? It'll be fun taunting him. Young master! I know. Anyway, Satan, do you think he can strike our gear forces? It is not a problem. Ah, shit, my ankle. Alright, even with Vandercom, we have enough forces left to pull off the feint. However, it would not be wise to underestimate our opponents. Well, now that we know what we're up against, here's what we'll do. Apart from our main unit heading for Bledevik, we must keep the fleet at the Kislev border from returning to the capital. Now introducing the blue piece. See, once you have the blue key, you can go get the yellow or the red key, but it's recommended to get the yellow key first. So, what? You're suggesting we have another unit. Few effective soldiers to hold the enemy at bay. Small force is best. Oh, let me guess, it's gonna be the three of us. Small force. What if Faye leads a group of gears there? That could work. Me? I'm just waiting on my burger, man. Hold on now. There's no reason to involve you in all this. I'll do it. Yes, let me do it. When do we leave? Are you sure? We've come this far. Hey, we're friends in the end now. We're friends to the end now, I guess? Alright. Speed is everything. We should do this as soon as possible. Alright, tomorrow. Actually, fuck it, let's go right now. Does she need to mobilize, like, multiple things? The only small force was, like, being led by Faye. But whatever. I'm truly grateful, Faye. Satan. Although, why are they still calling him Satan? Whatever. I guess it's like Goku, like, finding out his real name is Kakarot, and then, like, I guess spoilers, right? Sorry, spoilers from the 80s. But then still deciding to go by Goku, you know? Yeah. There's no way we can lose. Unless we get our asses kicked, then we might lose. No one will die in vain. Well put, young master. Can we please be done talking for now? Banjo's voice is very pissed off at him. Good morning. What's with the long face? Not feeling well? Are you feeling sad about saying goodbye? Or maybe you're just nervous. Shut up, stupid. Don't bug me. Wow, Bart. Way to be a dick. He just shrugs it off. Well, it's almost time. Yeah. Is everyone ready to go? I'll be waiting here, so let me know when you're through preparing. I've been waiting for this day for a long time. Where are we? Oh, we're back in that room. Okay. At some point they transitioned to the house. There's a new wind blowing today. There's a new wind blowing today. Apparently there's no music playing. What the fuck? Why? Because we're supposed to focus on the wind sound effect? Do they have anything new? Lately, this town has gotten lonely. I'm stubborn. I won't close up shop. Albert, why does anywhere around here sell food? The fuck? Like, Faye is gotta be starving. He hasn't eaten anything since like before the tournament. Is he under 100 pounds now? 103. Pretty close. Oh, shit. Whoops. At this point, I feel like he'd be running around this town just like screaming. Well, if he had any energy left, which I doubt he does. And is it supposed to be quiet? It is really fucking quiet. Really quiet. Like, what, there's no music playing here either? You just get like a little bit. Can you go back to the cathedral? That music was tight. Nope. swear there's probably supposed to be something like right here. Like, why else have that there? Okay, surely if we go to the world map, right? Fuck yeah, okay. And then we can just, yeah. Okay, cool, we're good. Alright, file. We're definitely out of time. Jeez. Like an hour fucking reading lines in all these different voices and shit. Oh my goodness. Alright, thank y'all for being here, guys. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. And of course, before we get going, a very special thank you going out to the current Farts and Crap Show members, which at the time of recording is Novalis Draconis, Aaron Schick, WTF Corey, and Rogue XOX. Thank you so much for choosing to support the show a bit more directly via channel membership. It vastly helps out. We very much appreciate it. And let's go ahead and actually cut that gain a little bit. There we go. And yeah. Greatly appreciate it. And in real quick, in case you guys are unfamiliar with YouTube handles, that is YWTF Corey and Rogue XOX each have an @ in front of their screen name. They have channels of their own. It's excellent stuff. Definitely go check it out when you get a minute. And YouTube handles also make navigation quite a bit easier. It makes URLs easier because you can just go to youtube.com/@ and then the rest of the handle and it'll take you right there. You can punch it handle into the YouTube search and YouTube will recognize that you're looking for a channel and not like a different type of result. And YouTube handles are 100% unique, so no two are exactly the same, so it also acts as another way to double check and make sure you're in the right place. So, for example, the handle for the Farts and Crap Show is @ the Farts and Crap Show. So, there you go. But yeah, membership tiers start at $3 a month. It's only 10 cents a day. It gets you into all the basic stuff, including getting to vote on the series that get made here on the channel via the Members' Choice polls. It's a thing we do once a month for a full 7 days, so 25% of the time we do have them going. And we did just have one wrap up on September 28th, 2024. That was the Members' Choice poll for September, and that was deciding the series that would potentially be replacing Bloodborne. However, Bloodborne New Game Plus was one of the options, and that was the option that won, so the Bloodborne series is going to be comprised of 2 playthroughs. But yes, all of the series here on the channel are selected by channel members. So, members' choice polls, that's how you do it. Just whatever gets the most votes wins during that 1 week voting period. However, the polls do stay open even after the voting period is over. So even if you're just a member for 1 month, you can head over to the membership tab and have access to any and all of the previous members' choice polls. You could just vote on all of them, thereby still influencing the content that gets made here for quite some time. Because retroactive input on previous polls is considered for future polls. Like most of the time for a members' choice poll, one of the options is a returning option from a previous one. So, anywho, this is, however, an approximation. I was just trying to remember if there was anything else I wanted to add to that part of it. This is an approximation of future announcements from the past. So if you guys want all the announcements as they happen and the bell doesn't work for you, totally get it, the bell doesn't work for me either. But there are 3 other ways you guys can stay up to date. The community tab here on the channel, the Farts and Crap Show Twitter, or the Discord. I always post on all 3 whenever there's an announcement, so regardless of which one of those works for you, you can stay up to date. And links for those are down in the description, also on the channel banner, but that is gonna do it for today. So thank you all once again for being here, guys. Till next time, take care, and I hope you all have a magnificent day.